Hello YouTube, Slacker Stacker here, and this is Full Stack Review Part 2. And I think several of you were looking forward to this because of the poured silver, and I told you I was going to do this in maybe 3, 4, maybe even 5 parts, but you know, after I got to looking at everything, the stack just isn't as big as I thought it was going to be, or as I'd hoped it would be. But you know, hey, it's a good start for a year, and that's what this is all about, to see where I've reached in a year's time. Most people set a goal for 300 ounces in a year. Well, I say most, but a lot of people, they'll set a goal for 300 ounces in a year. I achieved 274, right around about 275 ounces for the year. That's not bad. That's pretty good. So let's get this real quick. Let's get a breakdown. So here is the core of the stack, and this would be the Atlantis bars, the 10 ounce, 5 ounce. I got 10 1 ounces, and I got 10 little pyramids of each of the fractional versions. These are like, knock them over. Of course I had to stick my big finger in there. Anyway, those are little half ouncers, and these are 5 grams, and these are little 1 gram buttons. I've got a very early Vulcan bar, which I was really proud to get because Vulcan is very good at what he does. And then I've got a 10 ounce Geiger, a 1 ounce Geiger. I've got some Hex Mafia bars, which those pretty much just came in. This is a very unique pour from the Bear. It is poured through actually cooked pasta noodles, and it came out in a shape that's just awesome. That thing alone is like 4 ounces, and I just love that thing. I love it when Bear thinks out of the box. Okay, so we're still on some bars here. I've got the 2018 Pour Party bar from Metals Mafia, featuring Mr. and Mrs. V, Pit Bullion, Stacking AG 47, Bernie, and Vessel. And then here is one all the way from the UK. This is from Fossil Metals. I always loved his designs. I was so happy to do a trade with him and get that bar. Here is a Prospector bar, I believe they're called, with the Don't Tread on Me snake. These also come from the UK. This is a Kit Kat bar from Backyard Bullion, and this is a Ripple Dragon, also from Backyard Bullion. Now, these are some special guys. There's a story behind them. These are mirror bars from the same series, both serial numbered 11, because of a mail foul up. We thought Hurricane Harvey ate one of the bars. This got lost in the mail through the hurricane, but the day he shipped the replacement was the day the original showed up. So I have the twins. That's what I've named them, the twins, these mirror bars. Again, they're both serial numbered 11 of the same series, so that's extremely rare unless you have a mishap. And then, of course, I have a Hurricane Harvey round to kind of, you know, piece the two together and give it the story and the history. I've got some little guys here. Oh, those are the boobies. I'm sorry, that was from Savvy Metals. Here's the 2 gorilla heads from Silverback Stacker, and the 3 little tiger heads, which I just love these little guys. These are from Tomoko Enterprises, Dean of Tomoko Enterprises in Canada. Moving right along, the new pourer, Corn Dog 42. There's the Mini Dog. He's only made, I think, 1 or 2 of those, but I've got the very first one, the prototype. He made a little bit larger version, Corn Dog. The mold broke, so this is a 1 of 1. Now, these two are in sterling, okay, but this is 1 of 1. You're never going to repeat that because the molds have been broken. He's moved on to a larger piece, which I'll get eventually. And this is another one of Corn Dog's. I love this thing. This is a poo. Yes, you heard me. It is a poo. I think it's about 25 grams. It's 999 pure. And this was from like the emoticon movie where it had a little poop dude that you can get on your emoticons, but that's what he cast it from. And we jokingly say that it is a silver gnome poo. That was a joke for a Salivate Metal. Then we move. I've got 3 Atlantis Mint skulls. These came from my brother for Christmas, and I like these guys. I don't really do a whole lot of the skulls, but I've got to say these are cool. I do have one other which you'll see soon. There's a 1 ounce Steam It round from Pit Bullion. There's a 1 ounce Silver Cross from Jagersport Silver. And now we're starting to get into Metals Mafia stuff here. This is the Death Axe from Bear. And then, of course, there is Lucille, the bat from Walking Dead, also poured by the Bear. There's a 6-shooter pistol by the Burn Man, Bernie, Silver to Burn. There's the M16 and AK-47 from Stacking AG-47. There's a Burn Chester, again from Mr. Bernie. Stacking AG-47, these are building blocks of wealth. Let's just go up here. This is a water bead heart from Mrs. Vulcan, and just wonderful idea. It's just like a lattice work, just a beautiful piece. Also from Mrs. Vulcan is the Lioness, which I absolutely love. I love big cats, and she did, look at the detail on that thing. Man, Mrs. V is so talented. But also is her husband, Mr. Vulcan 5678, and he did this arrowhead from a neighbor who found some out while he was panning, and he brought these arrowheads home. So Mr. Vulcan has been pouring these, and they turned out really, really nice. I was proud to get this. Okay, then we have the Tiki Bar, 3 ounce. This is from Pit Bullion. I just like the style of this thing. I like totems, you know, like the Indian totems and totems and stuff like that. Okay, here is the Pit Woo Chow Wang. It is a 3 ounce bar, and it is also serialized number 3. Again, Pit Bullion, and that one has a lot of high relief and detail. And then this is a matching set because this is the Puff Dragon, which is Pit Woo's little pet. It's a 1 ounce round. It is also serial number 3. So this is a serial numbered set that was only available on Discord, which is a gaming site that we all hang out on. And again, from Bernie, Uncle Bernie, is the Shark's Tooth. Very detailed, you know, all the lining in it. And if you look at the edges, you can actually see the serration of the actual tooth when he cast it. Just unbelievable work, Bernie. Okay, so then we're going to come back up again with the Lioness, but we're going to go to, now here's the other skull. This guy is like 3.9 ounces, right at 4. This was actually a gift from Gold Bear Bunny. Thanks, GBB. I do appreciate that, man. That thing is hefty, and it is beautiful. Thank you so much for your generosity on that. I actually thought it was a joke when he first told them to send it to me, but they were like, no, Gold Bear Bunny doesn't joke about that. So, thanks, dude. Then we got a dragon head here from the Bear. Another great pour from the Bear. And then this is a dragon head from Rick's Metals Works. And that thing is 6.7 ounces. It is a beast. It's heavy. But great detail. He does like a special toning to it. Beautiful piece. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. That kind of does it for the poured silver, because until we get up here on the wall. Now everybody's familiar with my wall and the board. So I have a 2 ounce Metals Mafia bar, and then my own Slacker bar, which is also a 2 ounce. Next to that, I have Stacking AG-47's logo. I have the Metals Mafia original oval bar. This was also poured by Stacking AG-47. This is one of the latest Mafia bars, and I love this thing. I mean, it's almost like a mirror finish where it's not toned. It's the only square one that we have. And Bear is the only one who pours these. You have to go through Pit Bullion and get Bear to pour these if you want them. And then I've got this beast of a logo bar is from Silver Vessel, also of Metals Mafia. And Brother Vessel poured this himself. It is 4 ounces on the dot. That is, and it can stand by itself, but you know, on a table like this, it can, you know, if you bump it, it falls. And so I put it in a little easel type thing. And then, of course, excuse me, no collection would be complete without the Sanchez snake. Got the Sanchez snake, had to have it. I think I've got number 24 signed by Christopher Sanchez himself. He makes a lot of these things. They're popular, so if you want one, contact Christopher Sanchez and get added to the waiting list, because like I said, they're popular. Now this I'm very proud of, because These are only given away as gifts, and sometimes by trade. And Silver Saber, she's a great lady. This bar was carved, I believe, by A.G. Randall, master carver. Excellent work this man does. And it was actually poured by Mrs. Vulcan, again from the Lioness and Waterbeard Heart. But wonderful job on these things. Sandcast 1 ounce. And then I have 2 channel bars from Laura Blade, who, you know, I kind of miss her. I don't know what happened to her channel. She just kind of disappeared on us. But wherever you are and whatever you're doing, Laura, I wish you the best. We miss you, and we hope you return someday, and we'd like to see you. So then I've got down here on the kind of a lower row, there is one I'm kind of leaving out right now, but that'll come up in like a part 3 video, and that's from the Miner, but you'll see it soon. But okay, the Thompson machine gun is from Scully's Corner. This thing is, I can't remember the weight on it, and I don't have the COA available with me to tell you, but it's about a little over 5 inches long, and it's got some weight to it. I love the two-toning on it. So that's Scully's Corner. And then here is a two-tone Burnchester. This is one of the early ones. It's serial number 3. And this is from, of course, Silver the Burn, or Uncle Bernie. Oh, I almost forgot down here on the thing. These are these little silver credit card things that Losing Louie did a video on those, and I thought they were very unique. They came from BGASC, which is a silver company I hadn't really heard of until I saw Louie, but excellent for stacking. And they are 1 ounce. I weighed them. They are 1 ounce each card, and I've got 5 of those. But then let's get back to the wall here. I have some buttons here. One is from M Sagan 75. You'll find him on YouTube and Instagram. And then there's my Slacker Dragon button. And then at the bottom is from a New Year's Eve pour party that was held by Metals Mafia, and that features Pit Bullion, Mr. Vulcan, Mrs. Vulcan, and Vessel. And now that kind of does it for the poured. Except for maybe 1 or 2 pieces that I don't really know how to figure in the stack, and they're very special. They're very special pieces, so you'll see them in a future, probably part 3, because that's not going to be a very long video. So now let's get in more of the, you saw part 1, which was constitutional, and I only have 1 piece of the constitutional, and of course that's Dad's coin. You probably saw it in the previous video, but I just love that coin, so it's up here. But getting into like bullion type rounds and coins, here is the Proof Light Salivate Metal logo coin, or round. Here is a, I think they are, it's like Celtic Creatures. It is a toned dragon. May not be Celtic Creatures. I cannot remember. I don't have the COA with me either, but there's only like 5,000 of these things made, or like 2,500. They're not a huge mintage. But then here's a Proof Light dragon. Of course, you know me. I just love dragons. And speaking of which, here is my 10-ounce Red Dragon Queen's Beast of Wales. Everybody was asking me, are you going to get the Queen's Beast 10-ounce? Yep, I got it. Now, Feline Mint puts out the Succubus round, and I love those. I've gotten, so far, the 2016, 2017 versions. I've got them each of the toned, the proof, and BU versions. Again, here is the 217, which is the BU proof tone version. So I plan on getting the next set that comes out whenever they release, because I just like the Succubus rounds. This actually was a trade with Ravenhawk Coins. It is a PGS, or is MS70 Panda, and this is the 1 ounce before they shrunk them down and they were less than an ounce. But it is a 1 ounce MS70 Panda. Excuse me. And then speaking of dragons, okay, this one came from Centurion Silver. This is I believe it's an Australian. It's actually considered a coin, not a bar, but I really like that one. Of course, and here is, I believe this is the, okay, this is another one of the dragon ones, and forgive me, I'm starting to forget exactly where they all came from. One was from, I believe, Silver Hippie, I think was this one, and then the Dual Dragon was also from Centurion Silver. Uh, Now I know this is the Celtic series because of uh, the reverse, yeah, the Celtic lore. But these are the Welsh dragons. These are the proof and antique version. I love Scottsdale. So there's a 2-ounce Scottsdale stacker that came from Laura Blade, and here's a 1-ounce Scottsdale round that was rescued from the furnace from stacking AG-47. He was going to melt it down to do a project. I was like, no, not Scottsdale, save me one, and well, he did. So here it is. Then I have like a some 2-ounce rounds here. There's an Anubis. I think that's the Cleopatra series. Here is the Fortitude from Salivate Metal. Here is a Britannia, which that's a quadruple 9. Well, no, it says 999 there, doesn't it? But I think that's a Britannia. Here's a Prospector round I got from Spencer, the LCS. This is a Trade Union coin that I also got from Spencer. A Maple Leaf, which has not spotted, guys. The Maple Leaf is still pretty, no spots. Trump round, because that was a very controversial election. Figured it would be kind of a collector's item to have a Trump round. And then you got to admit he was better than Obama. Sorry, but my political views then don't count here. Here's a Zombuk I won from Silver Seeker from his channel. I love the Zombucks; those are funny. Here's a Texas round. I got this. Actually, I got this from eBay from Pops. Pops told me about it. We're both from Texas. And this is a proof-like American Eagle. Again, this came from Silver Seeker. This was actually a gift, and I am trying to remember who that came from. I cannot remember, so please, it's like one of 3 people I can think of, and please forgive me for not being able to remember right now. I'm trying to get, oh man, I'm sorry. It'll come to me after I shoot the video, but it's a really cool coin. They're all hand done, hand stamped and hammered, so that they look like they come from the age, and they're toned real well. And each one of them is unique because they're hand hammered like that. This is a Battle of New Orleans, high relief, 999 silver. I got this from Spencer. And then I got a row of 10 American Silver Eagles, all in great condition. These all actually go into a tube. And then moving on here, ignore the coppers right now, but this is the Four Horsemen series. I've got all of the Four Horsemen. I believe it was Conquest, War, Famine, and then Death. And then, of course, the big 10-ounce bar that goes in the middle. So I have the complete set of the Four Horsemen. Now, the coppers you will see in a future video. Now, not done yet. We got to get back up to the board here. So I'm a huge fan of the Queen's Beast. So there's the Lion, the Griffin, the Red Dragon of Wales, and the Unicorn, and then the Black Bull of Clarence. I have 2 of the Dragons of Destiny. One is ABU, one is a proof, and that dragon is just killer. When I saw that, and I've had several people tell me about it and say, "Oh, Slacker, you've got to see this coin." And when I did, I found it. I actually found this at APMEX, and it was actually a lower price than anybody else, and so I snatched them up. Mother Techie was looking for the proof, but they just, I think she finally got a proof, but it took a long time because they sell out of those proofs fast. But I was able to pick up those. And then I do have on the board here Salivate Metal represented with his, I believe this is the BU version, Salivate Metal logo coin. Then I've got, this is a, oh, Alex, don't kill me. Netherland Lion Restrike. This was actually a gift from Laura Blade, but it's a beautiful coin. I like that. And it reminds me of my buddy Alex, my fellow Dragon Master. Alex is a really cool dude. I miss him. He hasn't been putting out a whole lot of videos lately. Yeah, he's just busy. You know, life gets in the way of things. But Alex, miss you, dude. We need to email back and forth. I'd like to hear how you're doing. This was another gift. Now I think this was. I think that's where that hammered one was from SBS, Silverback Stacker, because I know this one's from Silverback Stacker. This is actually a depiction of Noah's Ark, and I think it is a 10th ounce silver round, 999, but real pretty little piece. Yeah, those two were from Silverback Stacker, because he helped me catch up on the Queen's Beast collection, and this is actually, I believe that's a Silver Hippie, because I've had that one a long time. That was actually a part of a trade. I think that's an MK Bars Reaper round. It's a really cool round. And these are, I know these are both from Silver Hippie. The 50-cent piece was one that I won in his giveaway. That's how I met Losing Louie, because he took the first place. And then the Mercury dime there, that actually came as in a Christmas card from Silver Hippie. And I miss you, Hippie. You need to come back, man. But really, that's it. Yeah, you saw the Constitutional. So here is pretty much the stack with the rounds and coins and poured silver, you know, all laid out for you. There are a few more items that I need to show, but I will do that in a part 3. They're items that I can't really figure into the stack, and very special items. And so stay tuned for that one, for part 3. But again, I know this is going long, but I hope I covered it quick enough where you could get the information, but didn't get bored to death. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stack on, my friends.